A gray door in a basement in a building nobody has opened since March. A woman stands in front of it with a small key in her hand. It is not steady. Hello, my friend. This is Marta. 2 hours ago, she did not know this door was there. 6 in the morning, and the clock is very loud today. Marta is 52. She cooks in a school kitchen for 300 children and carries boxes all day. Potatoes, milk, bread. But today, she is not going to work. Her right shoulder hurts. Since the spring, a small pain, like a stone in a shoe. Now she cannot lift her arm. Not above her head. The appointment is at 9. Marta is not afraid of doctors. She is afraid of the answer. Outside, it is October and cold. Her own jacket is too thin, honestly. So Marta opens the big cupboard she has not opened since March and takes out her mother's coat. The old gray one. All right, she says to the mirror. You will do. Her mother, Vera, died in March. The coat is too big at the shoulders, and it smells of soap and of a kitchen. Then her hand goes into the right pocket and finds something cold. A key. Old. With a small paper tag. On the tag, somebody wrote 2 things in blue pen, the letter B and the number 12. It opens nothing that Marta knows about because her mother's flat had 1 door and 1 key, and that key is in a drawer at home. The hospital doors open by themselves. And inside, it smells of clean floors and of warm paper. At the front desk, Marta says the sentence she practiced twice on the bus. Good morning, I have an appointment at 9. My name is Marta Kovac. The woman at the desk asks for her card, types, and gives Marta a number. 41. Take a seat. The screen will call you. 6 easy words, and they work. This is what English at a hospital really sounds like. In the waiting room, there are 20 chairs and 1 screen. Numbers come, numbers go. An old man reads the same page of his newspaper 4 times. A little boy asks his father why the doctor is so slow. 40 minutes pass. At last, the screen says 41. A nurse called Kim takes her blood pressure. Roll up your sleeve, please. The band holds her arm tight like a hand. Then it lets go. 130/80. Kim says. A fine number for a Tuesday. Then comes the blood test, and Marta hates needles. Kim knows this face well. Look at the wall, not at my hands. 3 seconds. And really, it is 3 seconds. 2 small tubes, a bandage, and it is over. Now go back and wait, says Kim, so Marta sits down again, both cold hands in the pockets of the old coat, and the little key falls out. It rings on the floor like a coin on a plate. She is on her knees under a chair when a big hand picks it up first. The hand is Ali's. He carries beds, boxes, and old machines around this hospital. 30 years already. Is this yours? He says, and holds it out to her. Then he turns the key over, reads the tag, and looks at her differently. B12. Where did you get this? The staff lockers in the old building behind the parking. Every locker has a letter and a number. Marta says nothing. Her mother worked in the kitchen of this hospital for 26 years. That building is closed. Nobody has been inside since March. Well, then the screen calls her number again. The doctor is younger than she thought, and he asks 4 questions, one after another. Where does it hurt? Show me. How long has it been like this? Does it wake you up at night? He moves her arm slowly, up, out to the side, and back. At one point, Marta says, "Ah!" and he stops. "There," the doctor says, "that is the place." Then he writes. Marta watches the pen and waits for a long, bad word, but the long word does not come. "Your shoulder is tired, not broken," he says. "You do not need an operation." Marta breathes out. Until that second, she honestly did not know that she was holding her breath. 3 things, the doctor says, and counts them on his fingers. Lift with 2 hands, never with 1. Do these 2 exercises twice a day, and take this for 10 days after food. He gives her a small paper, and it looks like a list. The pharmacy is next to the main doors. 1 box of pills, 10 days, $6. The man at the pharmacy says the important sentence twice. After food, not before. Marta says it back to him out loud, because that is how a person remembers things. And that could be the end of the day. Her shoulder has a name and a plan. The pills are in her bag, and the bus stop is 50 meters away. Marta walks to the exit. Then she stops. The key is still in her pocket. It is very light. All morning she has felt it in her fingers. So Marta finds Allie by the lift with a cart of clean sheets and asks him one question. "Can you show me?" They walk across the parking together. The old building is yellow with tape on the glass doors and long grass in front. Allie has a key. "Careful," he says. "The step is high." Inside it is dark, so he uses the light on his phone. The room downstairs is full of shelves and old boxes. Along the left wall stand the staff lockers. 30 small gray doors. A letter and a number on each. "Hold the light for me, please," he says, and gives her the phone. Marta moves the light along the doors. "There, B12. So Marta stands in front of a gray door with a small key in her hand, and her hand is not steady. This is where our story started. "It is not stealing," Ali says quietly. "It was your mother's." The key turns easily, as if somebody used it last week. The door opens with the sound of old metal. Inside, a white apron, washed and folded, flat kitchen shoes, and a metal box with flowers on the lid. On the top of the box, there is a photograph. 14 people in white in a hospital kitchen in 1994. In the middle, a young woman with a big spoon is laughing at somebody outside the picture. That is Vera, Marta's mother. Under it lies a brown notebook. Marta opens the notebook and looks for recipes, of course, because her mother was a cook. Cooks write down recipes. What does it say? Ali asks over her shoulder. There are no recipes. There are names. Room 4, Mr. Adams. No salt. Likes apples. Room 9. The woman with the dog at home. She eats if you sit down for a minute. Room 2. The boy. Soup. No bread. Marta reads them out loud, one at a time. 26 years of what other people could eat. Ali is quiet for a minute. Then he says, My mother was in room 6. For 4 days she ate nothing. Then somebody in the kitchen found out that she liked warm milk with rice. He looks at the book. Who did that for her? I never knew. Marta does not answer. She starts turning the pages backwards, looking for room 6. Room 6 is there, in Ali's year. Warm milk with rice in the blue cup. Sits with her if there is time. Ali reads it twice and says nothing. Then the last page, written in March, in writing that is not steady anymore. Marta, soup on Sunday. She works too much. Her own mother wrote her into the book in the same short words, like everybody else. And behind that page, another photograph falls out. A girl of about 9 in a hospital bed, her left arm in white. On the back, in blue pen, room 12, eats everything. Room 12, Marta says out loud. That was my room. She was 9 when she broke her arm, in this hospital. Locker B12, room 12. Maybe that means nothing, and it was only the free locker in the year Vera started here. Maybe it is not nothing. Marta sits down on a box on the cold floor, and Ali waits and says nothing. She carries the metal box home on her knees, like a birthday cake. And on Sunday, Marta makes soup for one person in a small pot. It is the first thing she has cooked at home since March, and she eats it standing at the counter with the notebook open. 2 weeks later, she brings the notebook back. In the hospital kitchen, there is a young cook called Nina. 4 months here. She knows nobody's name yet. Marta puts the brown book on the table. Somebody should keep writing in it. Nina looks at the page and then at Marta. Can you show me? Nina reads 2 pages standing up. Then she takes a pen, turns to the first empty page and writes, Room 7, Mrs. Okoro. Tea, very sweet, and she wants the window open. Well, after 7 months, the book is working again. So, the shoulder. Better than before. 2 exercises twice a day, 10 days of pills, then 4 weeks of 2 hands instead of 1. It is not magic. I mean, it is only an arm that works again. A good thing to own. The coat, though, did not change. Marta still wears it. It is still too big at the shoulders. One button is a different color, and the right pocket is where the little key lives now. She went to that hospital for her shoulder. She came home with her mother. 6 small things people said today. You can say all of them tomorrow. I have an appointment at 9. Roll up your sleeve, please. Where does it hurt? Show me. After food, not before. What does it say? And the 4 small words that opened the whole day. Can you show me? Thank you for listening, my friend. Tell me in the comments, in one English sentence, what is in your pocket right now? I read all of them. And next story. A woman starts a new job on Monday, and nobody in that building knows who she is.